Mike Bohn here in Abu Dhabi with Javier Mendez. UAE Warriors just had a great main event win there. Obviously, UFC 294 fight week. Let's start with what we just saw here. How proud are you of your guy to get a main event win here?
I'm very proud of Amaru. He came down with Usman, who is the Bellator champion lightweight, as the main sparring partner for him. And I know the talent in Amaru, and the ceiling is the talent for that kid. He's super, super talented. And very happy with his performance.
Yeah, a lot of people say he's one of the best at the gym. Like a lot of great stories about how good he is. So yeah, is this just a sliver of the potential? And why do you think he was so emotional after? What happened there?
I think because this camp, there's some things that happened that probably shouldn't have happened, and they did, and it was a lot of stress on him, you know. And that's what happens when you go into these type of magnitude of fights with the title is at stake, and your whole life you're dreaming of this thing, and it's here, and then some things happen that you wish would have never happened, but you have to overcome them, and so he overcame, and that was what you're seeing, a result of stress.
Gotcha. And I'm sure it makes the win all the more meaningful for him, so that's great.
Yeah, and it just shows you that you put your mind to it, you can do anything.
Yeah. Well, a little appetizer for what's to come on Saturday. Have to ask you, I mean, crazy past few weeks. Tell me from your perspective what you heard when you heard Charles Oliveira was out against Islam, and just the whole process of going to Volkanovski, which seemed to happen pretty quickly.
Well, what happened is I wake up and I get a text message from Helen Yee, who is a good friend of mine with the Schmo, and she says, "Hob, is it true that Charles is out and Alex is in?" I'm like, huh? And I was the first one up with all the team, right? So I didn't know what the heck was going on with Rizwan and Ali, right? So they never tell me. I always find out after. So I'm going to breakfast, you know, but nobody there, just myself. And I'm like, well, I still don't know what's going on. So I'm getting all my information from you guys, you know. So then they come in, I go, hey, is the fight? He goes, Rizwan goes, yes, it's we changed. And I say, oh, okay. I go, what happened? I go, well, Charles got cut last day sparring, big old nasty cut. And I said, okay, well, because our attitude is this: when you're the champion, it doesn't matter who you're gonna fight. You're supposed to be the champion, aren't you supposed to be the best? If you're supposed to be the best, who cares? You make 155, it's on. Like Khabib says, King Kong makes 155, we'll fight him. And that's the way the mentality of Abdulmanap fighters think. We'll fight whoever. We're the champions. We don't have a preference. Who you put in front of us, we're going to fight them. Yeah. And that's the attitude we have.
Yeah, and that shades of the quote that Islam gave that Dana White seemed to be all in love with, said he's going to post it on the inside of the Performance Institute and everything like that, basically saying that. Did you hear this? Or no?
I heard it. Yeah. But, you know, but in all honesty, that's what a champion's supposed to represent. Yeah. It's not supposed to be one of this, well, let me get ready for this guy. Or wait a minute, aren't you the best in the world? If you're the best, you fight whoever they qualified to fight you, and they make the weight. What's your issue? There shouldn't be an issue. Not with the champion. Not with the champion. Now, if you're getting ready to fight and you bring your way up to the ladder, then I can see, well, hey, that fight not right. But when you're the best, or you're quoted as being the best, why are you avoiding? You can't avoid nobody.
So what do you do from a strategic standpoint? Obviously, that's Islam's last fight, but when you turn the page from Charles Oliveira, what as a coach is like the first things you guys kind of do in this confined period of only a few days?
Well, this is the thing, right? With Islam, he's so well-rounded, it doesn't matter. We can turn minute for minute, second for second. We can change whatever we want with him because he's going to be able to execute what strategies we want from him. So we don't have to specifically go for one person. He's well-rounded. You know, we have our game plan that we're coming in, and they have theirs, and let's see who prevails, you know. They're going to come in prepared. You know, you got to imagine the guy's already felt what it is like to go with Islam, okay? He has nothing to lose, nothing to lose. Everybody's asking like, well, he's on a 14-day notice. That's fantastic. But what about the guy that's taking you that has everything to lose? You have nothing to lose. You lose this fight, so what? You lost to him before. But if you win, oh man, you're like the Mount Everest. And it's true. He's like the Mount Everest. But if he loses, okay, well, you took on a 14-day notice. And everybody was thinking, well, you know, he just got off the couch, which he didn't. He trains all the time. According to his own records, he trains all the time. And he still has a title fight in January to defend. If Islam loses, what does he have? Back to the drawing board. So who has the most to lose here? I'm not saying he doesn't, he does too, but we have the most to lose as far as money and everything. He has the most to gain. You know, he's going to gain extra money, and if he wins, he's going to get more money. You know, so he's in a great situation. No pressure on him.
That's kind of what I tweeted out right after the fact, being like, we need to give Islam more credit for this scenario because he's putting so much on the line here, and even if he wins, people might discredit it, saying 14 days, all these little things.
They will. Yeah. They will discredit it. They will say, oh, give him a full camp. All right, fine, give him full camp. Whatever the UFC is going to want, we're going to do anyway, so it doesn't matter. You know, after this fight, he should be victorious. We'll see what they have plans for us, and then after that, hopefully at some point he'll get to go for the welterweight division, and hopefully, maybe Kobe, maybe, I don't know, Kobe, maybe, Kobe, if you're hearing this, maybe.
Yeah. And I know talk is talk, but Volk saying all week that I'm at my most dangerous. I'm going to come at him early. I'm going to leave it all out there. Quick knockout is his prediction. Would that be, I guess, a good strategy, a bad strategy? We don't really know where his cardio and his conditioning is truly at, but do you feel like to give himself the best chance, he needs to come at Islam like crazy from the opening bell?
He doesn't need to, because he has cardio for days anyways. So he's not going to run out of gas. He's got more than 5 rounds in him easily right now, okay? This guy's he's a cardio machine. So the reason why he's going to come out, because he knows that's the best option. That is the best option. Whether he can pull it off or not, that's another story, because, you know, he's going up against a guy that's a sharpshooter. So it's not like you're going to come in there and just steamroll Islam. Not going to happen. It ain't going to happen. He's going to want to think it's going to happen. It's not. He's going to be more aggressive for sure. He is. But you know what? We're not going to exactly come out the same either. We're all going to come out different. This is the first time you think about it. This is the first time you have a champion versus a champion that delivers. Now you got the greatest revenge, or not revenge, or the second match, right? Versus champion. The first one delivered. I believe this one's going to deliver fireworks also. I don't see how it cannot deliver.
Can we give Islam his pound for pound #1 respect when he wins this?
Well, in my opinion, he should have got it the first time, because this is why. Okay. On the official score weight scale, Volk was heavier. Now, did we not fight for the lightweight title? Did he weigh in at 145, or did he weigh in at 155? 55. If he weighed at 145, I get it. You can keep it, because that was a great effort. Right. But he weighed in 155, and you were heavier than Islam fight night. So how in the hell do you not get the pound-for-pound title? What does it really mean then? Yeah. That's my question. I'm asking those people that are judging it. What does it really mean then? If the guy's heavier, they fought at 155, you said it was for the title. But what is the title? Does anybody really have a pound for pound? It's just the writing, right? Yeah. So as far as I'm concerned, Islam's pound for pound #1. Yeah,
it's fictional. I don't vote in those UFC rankings. Glad I don't, because they're a bit of a mess. Just want to ask you, do you think Charles Oliveira has kind of lost his chance? Do you think he needs to win another fight in order to get this rematch with Islam?
I don't think he's lost anything, in my opinion, as long as he can get back healthy. You know, I mean, his last performance was fantastic. I don't think he's really lost anything. I think he's still in the heels of whatever the UFC wants to do. You know, get healthy and he'll be ready to go, I believe. You know, whether he gets the next one after this, I don't know, because we don't know what they're going to do, right? We can't predict what they're going to do.
Gaethje's out there. He's supposedly earned it. So.
And yeah, if you look at Gaethje, he's earned it. Yep. If you look at Charles, he's earned it. If you look at the algorithm, who's earned it? I don't know. Yeah. Maybe Kobe earned it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Who knows? I mean, we all can think what we want, but the UFC controls what they want. Yeah. They control the narrative.
Who else is going to be in the corner with you on Saturday?
It's going to be Muslim is Islam's #1 guy who's always been with him. I'm going to have let's see, it's me, Magomed, and Saif Safulu. They're 2 main coaches, Magomed and Saif. Saif is the one that spends the most time with Islam in Dagestan, and Magomed is the one that trains him the most in the stand-up. And I'm actually like the third wheel, and if you want to say, I've been with him the longest out of all those guys, but I'm like the third wheel in the sense of actual training him right now. Those guys are doing the majority of the work, because he's over there. He's not with me in San Jose. He hasn't been with me in San Jose this year at all. So where's he getting his training? You can't say he's training with me, right? He's not. But he is looking unbelievable. Yeah. I'm so proud of that guy. He's looking great. And
last thing, Volk and his team being very bold in their predictions. What do you think? Do you think this is another hard, difficult, close 5-round fight, or can Islam make it more definitive, perhaps with a finish?
No, it's a hard fight. Volk is a great champion. I don't like to disrespect him. Me as a coach, I don't want to say, no, we're going to finish him. No, I don't like that. We're going 5 rounds with him, because I want to respect every minute, every second of what that guy's going to bring to the table. And as long as it goes, he's going to be there, and I got to be sharp.
Love it, Coach. Thank you for the insight. Best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.